Hello and welcome back to our channel. This is Happy Handicrafts and my name is Joanna. Today we're going to be making a Paper Sloyd triangular candy box. This is the third of the supplementary models in the book Paper Sloyd for Primary Grades by Ednah Anne Rich. I'll include a link for this book below. This model initially threw us for a loop. There were absolutely no instructions, and I'm not going to lie, I panicked a little bit. But when we sat down to figure it all out, this was actually one of the easiest models that we've done. So have no fear, just be sure to subscribe to our channel, follow along with us for all the tips and tricks. Now let's have a look at the materials we're going to need for this project. They're all going to be listed on our website, so you can head over there if you want the list. You'll find the link for that below as well. So first you're going to need the book, Paper Sloyd for Primary Grades by Ednah Anne Rich. You're also going to need a cutting mat, a piece of good quality cardstock or construction paper. We're using a 12-inch by 12-inch piece of scrapbook paper. Your piece needs to be at least 8¼ inches by 9 inches. You're also going to need an X-Acto knife, a pencil, a ruler, some glue, and optionally some yarn, ribbon, or twine. Now the first thing we're going to do is we're going to flip our paper over and we're going to do our measurements on the back. We're going to start by creating a rectangle that is 8¼ inches by 9 inches. So we're going to measure down from the top on the left hand side to 8¼ inches, and we're going to draw a little dot. And then we move the ruler over and measure down from the top again to 8¼ inches, and we draw another dot. Now using our ruler, we're going to join those two dots with a line. Now we're going to measure in from the left at the top to 9 inches, and we're going to draw a dot. And then we'll move our ruler down to that line we just drew. We'll measure in 9 inches, and we'll draw another dot. Now we're going to use our ruler and join those two dots with a line. Now with our X-Acto knife on our cutting mat, we're going to cut out that rectangle. Now you want to position your paper making sure that the 9 inches is across the top. And then we're going to use our ruler to measure into 4½ inches. And we're going to draw a dot. This is going to be the top of our triangle. Then we're going to measure in or down to 7¾ inch on the left hand side. And we're going to draw another dot. Now we're going to do the same for the right hand side. We're going to measure down to 7¾ inch and we're going to draw a dot. Each of these dots is going to be a corner for that triangle. Now we're going to use our ruler to join each of those 3 points. Now on each side of the triangle, we're going to measure the same measurements. First, we're going to measure to 3 inches. It doesn't matter which direction you're going here. You measure to 3 inches and you put a dot. And then to 4.5 inches, another dot. And 6 inches, another dot. Then on another side of the triangle, do the exact same thing. We're going to do the same thing for each side of the triangle. Put a dot at 3 inches, at 4.5 inches, and at 6 inches. And finally on the last side, again put a dot at 3 inches, 4.5 inches, and 6 inches. Now using your ruler, you're going to join the dots as you see Lucy doing here. We're doing them in dashed lines because that indicates to us that they're going to be folded. You can see down from each corner or angle, Lucy is drawing 2 horizontal lines. Next, with our paper positioned so the 9 inches across the top and bottom, we're going to make the folds. And to do this, all we're doing is extending those horizontal lines that we just created. So what you can see at the bottom, we extend it to the bottom, just extending the lines that we've drawn. Next, we're going to extend the ones on the side. We're going to measure them so that they are 1/2 inch in size. Their size isn't that important because you're not going to see them. And then we just draw a line joining those 2 extended lines. Again, we're measuring to 1/2 inch. And drawing a line to join the 2 extended lines. And you can see there's our little tabs. Now on our cutting mat, we are going to cut out the shape. Be sure to include those tabs as you use your X-Acto knife. Now I'm going to speed this up a little bit, but what we're doing here is folding all the folds and reinforcing them. Each place where we've put a dotted line, we're going to fold, as well as the tabs. Now, we're going to glue it together. This is super simple. All you're going to do is fold the tabs in and put glue on them. Then you're going to join the tabs to the sides, to their corresponding sides, as you can see Lucy doing here. You'll need to hold them a little bit so that the glue will dry and hold the sides together before going on to the next side. And that, my friend, is a Paper Sloyd triangular candy box. As you can see, we filled ours with candy and we'll give it to someone as a sweet surprise. If you enjoyed this project, I encourage you to head back to our channel where you can craft along with us in all our videos, and we will see you in our next video.